Welcome back to Big Rooster's Corner. I'm your host, Big Rooster. I have a channel disclosure that I like to read before our content begins. Disclaimer notice. This is an F-word friendly channel, so if the F-word slips out or the truth offends you, don't watch our content. And heads up, we are a 420 friendly channel. If you like this channel, help us out then. Subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Subscription is free and nothing to download. I will pause here for a few seconds before our content begins. Cock-a-doodle fucking do. It's showtime, people. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee. Welcome to Big Rooster's Corner, where we have just common sense thinking. This is episode 20. My shout outs go to the veterans in the active 505, people that are frontline workers. I also want to give a shout out to my viewers and subscribers, hoping you good health during these times. And if you're waiting on our government, don't. They won't help Americans. Alright, government mutant check-in. The Republicans worry about all the executive orders that Bambi signed. Well, I worry about the lies of a second stimulus check and now a third check. It took almost 10 months to get the first check and now no second check, and we're going into February. They didn't do what they said they were going to do. Use the non-filer tool in last year's stimulus check information. They waited to the end of the year, sent out a few checks, and then, whoa, guess what? Now we're in the next year. File a tax rebate. They still have money from the first round, and now they have money left from the second round. So, it seems to me that they would get their shit together and get the money out to the people. This way the money's not laying around so that they can use it for other things other than helping the American people. So yeah, they have money left. The people that need it aren't getting it. That's why they have the money left. They're going back on their promise. No $2,000. They just gave us $600, and you got to jump through hoops to get that. And the people that need it aren't getting it. Now they want to cut the $1,400 to $1,000. I think it's going to go lower than that, but we shall see. Bambi will probably crumble and agree to it. Then we will have to wait 10 months on that. Remind me of how this helps people that need the money. Bambi and the Democrats want to use a reconciliation clause to pass the package. Yeah, like they would waste this on money for the people. Get fucking real. Yesterday on Monday, Bambi plans to make remarks on foreign policy. Oh fuck, here we go again. No stimulus. His speech will center on America's place in the world. Why not focus on restoring American people to being able to pay bills and eat? Tuesday, he is advancing to modernize our immigration system. Once again on Tuesday, no stimulus again. Wednesday, they're going to have a confirmation hearing on Reagan for Environmental Protection Agency. And again, no stimulus talks. Thursday, they're going to confirm the Labor Secretary nominee. And again, no stimulus. Friday, they call this Job Day. What the fuck is Job Day? They don't do their job, so why is it Job Day? And again, you guessed it, no stimulus again. Do you see the pattern, America? Every item on Bambi's list but help to the tax-paying Americans, the ones that, get screwed. It is reported that Bambi is open for some negotiation on the relief package, and Bambi said he would consider scaling it down. Well, ain't that fucking enlightening? No balls, Bambi, no balls. In other words, he would give it to the people that really don't need it and make the people that do need it wait once again. Bambi, one question. When are the American people going to become priority? Well, I know the answer to that one. When election time comes around again in 4 years. Until then, you're on your own, and it's time to get used to it and learn self-reliance. Young Americans, pay close attention to what is going on now. And as Dr. Phil always says on his show, past behavior is the best judge of future behavior. You know, kids have to be warned that a lot of this bullshit is coming down the road. So, think. Use your fucking head. In health news, the senators said their framework includes $160 billion for vaccines and distribution. Well, they didn't say anything about stimulus, but this is really the first common sense thing any of them has said. COVID death numbers are still horrific. A variant spread could push our numbers even higher, and vaccine skepticism remains a looming issue. Expect to see more masks as you travel, and order by the CDC is requiring the wearing of masks in public. You mean to tell me we are now just making it an order? Wow, the owners of this country are slow fucking learners. We should have ordered this in February of 2020. We may not be in this dire need, in this position at this time. You know, had people used common fucking sense. And the bottom line, deaths would be lower if dumbass Americans would wear their mask in public. Listen, dumbasses, if you want to kill yourself, use a gun. Just don't kill the rest of us who want to live and wear their mask. How inconsiderate. COVID is like cancer. It doesn't care who you are or how much money you have, or if it wants to kill you, it will. People, pay a fucking attention. Common sense alert. And here is another government farce. The government wants to help Americans. Get fucking real. If it doesn't help their agenda, they're not interested in helping you. And the owners of this country, the government, they get raises, spend it on wars, give money to third world countries, spends it on global warming, immigration, and just wasteful freaking spending. Stop the bleeding, America. Help the taxpayers, the veterans, the elderly, Social Security, SSI. You know, the people that are already paid. You know us. Cut out your extravagant spending. Help the people before we revolt again. And hopefully for the right reasons this time, and not with violence. That's not going to solve anything. I think America should just stop paying their fucking taxes, and that will wake these fucking mutants up when the money stops coming in that they can waste. When they don't have our money to waste, and not help us in time of need, they'll learn. Maybe. They haven't learned in a couple hundred years. Don't know what that would change now, but it's a thought. In national news, Americans are still hurting and the mutants are still fighting. Here's a side-by-side comparison of what the two sides are offering. The short of it is an estimated 29 million people would lose out on stimulus payments under the GOP plan. In other words, the people that need it won't get it, basically. Business as usual with our mutants in government. The White House of Horrors ended inconclusively Monday night. The senator of Maine told reporters, "I wouldn't say that we came together on a package tonight." Well, no fucking shit. Same old story. Fighting to keep Americans in line and without money to survive. America, this is one big control tactic. Don't buy into it. House Democrats are moving to remove green for past statements. Well, here's just another case of if you disagree, they don't want you in the big club. Stimulus news. Don't worry, America. A third check is still on the table and not in the pockets of hurting taxpayers. The Republicans want to reduce the $1,400 to $1,000 and lower the cap to $50,000 for a single person. I agree with dropping the cap to $50,000. That's not out of line. What I don't agree with is how long it takes them to first agree and then act. That's where the phrase, it takes an act of Congress to get something done. That's where that comes from. The Republicans want a more targeted assistance. Well, that hasn't worked so far. Why would it now? It takes way too long to get the checks. How does that help? You're so far behind that it doesn't help do anything. You can't even pay back bills by the time you get help, let alone current bills. Bernie Sanders said he thinks with reconciliation process they have enough to pass the relief package. Bernie, you poor man. The Republicans or the Democrats won't allow this. Nice thought, though. Reality is the government doesn't help Americans when needed, like FEMA. Slow to respond and not much satisfaction. What timetable are Democrats looking at for reaching a final package? Great question. The party is mindful that they have to move legislation by mid-March. Get fucking real. Now it's mid-March. Before it was December. Now it's then it was January. Then it was February. And now it's mid-March. Really? That is not fast enough, mutants. How about you people go without a paycheck until we get our stimulus checks? All 3 of them. And see if you can pay your bills, you greedy fucks. On Wall Street, hedge funds lose $50 to $70 billion. Well, plain and simple, people. Not our dumbass mistake, but somehow the government will bail them out and make this our problem. When Wall Street fucks up, taxpayers pay the price. In sports, looking forward to the Super Bowl. I'm a die-hard Tampa fan and has been since the beginning of the franchise, but I think the kid could really win. My prediction, I'm going to say Tampa wins 30-27, and the QB picks that get thrown in the game, I think Brady will throw 2 and the kid will throw 1, only because he's nervous and it's his second time in the Super Bowl in 2 years. So go Bucks. In entertainment news, Dustin Diamond, Screech on Saved by the Bell, passes away at 44 with a rare lung cancer. And did you know that Brad and Angelina twins were born? They paid them $14 million for a freaking photo. Serious? They could take a picture of my twin balls for $1 million. Could have saved them $13 million, and my balls have hair on them. And I could have used the money more. Something funny other than our government, warning labels. I looked at a warning label the other day on a Glad press and seal wrap. It says, keep away from babies and children. Common sense alert. Why would you allow babies and children to use this product? They have no need for it. What are they going to use it for? Stealing the baby food they don't like? It's an unneeded warning and a waste of words and ink on a box. All right. Quora Digest. Can a president declare martial law to overturn the 2020 election? In short, yes. He could declare a limited form of martial law. No, that wouldn't overturn the election. It would be more like throwing a pipe wrench in it. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to be a brainiac. Word genius. I subscribe to that, and it's pretty good. Redivivus is an adjective, origin from Latin during the 16th century. Re means again, and vivis is living, literally to be reborn. In a sentence, after a long night's sleep, a hot shower, and a cup of coffee, I feel redivivus. In our final segment, Bambi intends on doing what is best for him and his White House run, not fulfilling his promise to help hurting American people that voted his weak ass in. What are we doing, America? We're trying to connect the dots at a time of political, cultural, and economic upheaval. In other words, government business as usual, keeping us divided so they can conquer. This system has worked for a couple hundred years. Why change what works? And, anyway, so till next time, just remember we're working hard to bring you common sense thinking. So once again, if you like this content, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the Big Rooster's Corner. Subscriptions are free and nothing to download. Public announcement. Please wear your mask and social distance. The life you save could be a family member or your own. Let's stop this pandemic. No need to travel now and die later. Stay home, people. Get your supplies and get your ass home. And remember this. If you're a government mutant, you are not amazing. More like pitiful. So till next time, stay safe and remember, don't trust our government. What a screwed up country. Thank you for viewing my content today. And I'm sorry about stumbling a couple of times here and there, but we'll work that out later. And this is Big Rooster. I'm out.